Ron Moshier, what a weekend in high school football. I believe the story was Whitesboro has a chance to really turn things around, and wow, did they do it on Friday night.
Yeah, Bill, what a great win, and I think, fittingly, it's Coach Tom Shane's Section 3 record-setting 272nd career win.
Yeah.
And it just happens to be against a team ranked 6th or 7th in the state, unbeaten, and they pretty much have to win to get in the playoffs for the 27th straight year, and they come out and just blow out Indian River, especially in the second half, wore them down with Bill Gilberti running the football, Dave Camerata running the football, the quarterback who I believe scored 5 touchdowns in that game.
Yeah.
Coach Shane had told me earlier in the week, if we can pull this off, it's a feather in the cap of this team, considering all the injuries they've had. At one time or another, 13 starters, and some of them two-way starters, so you can count them as 2 players, 2 positions, injured at one time or another, some of them season-ending. So I have to think that in 44 years, Coach Shane and his staff have to be just about has to be one of their proudest moments ever.
Yeah,
I would think, no matter what happens from here on out.
Yeah.
And Bill, let's face it, in Class A Final Four, the story I wrote today is about of the Final Four. Of the other 3, they'd beaten Janesville DeWitt 33-0.
Yep.
They just rolled over an unbeaten Indian River team, and the team that they played, they lost 27-26 on the road on a late touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So I think they're feeling pretty good about their chances right now, whether they have 3 losses or not. They're in now. Anything can happen. They're a win away from going back to the Dome, and 2 wins away from making it 3 straight Section 3 titles.
Wow. And they, again, they had some players that were out, and those players seem to be back. They're a healthy team right now, and boy, they just seemed unstoppable on Friday night.
Yeah, they're actually not totally healthy. They're not going to be this year, but they had a couple guys come back who had been banged up, but played anyway. Gilberti missed 3 games earlier in the year. Chris Pulowski, a great 2-way lineman, one of the best in the area. He's been battling injury, but he came back and gutted it out. And Zach Hogue, another one, a running back and a linebacker who starred earlier in the season and then got hurt. So right now, like I said, they've got momentum going into the playoffs, and they're playing a team that, let's face it, they have a score to settle.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens Friday night. They play 8 o'clock, I believe, at Fayetteville Manlius in the semifinals.
Okay, switching to, let's see, we have Dowdesville and Sequoia also, and Dowdesville, again, with this is a strong football team. Yes,
and hey, how often can you say you give up 360-some yards and 4 touchdowns to an all-state running back, and you still win 62-26?
Yeah.
Wow.
Dowdesville rolled up over 600 yards of offense in that game. 300-yard rushers, Devin Goranchuk, Nick Bailey, Chase Dockstader, all over 100 yards. The quarterback, Asen Klaus, who rarely throws the ball, was a perfect 5 for 5 for over 200 yards and 2 touchdowns. Talk about a juggernaut right now. And now they've got a rematch. They've got a rematch with Onondaga in the semifinals. And last year they met in the Dome final, and Onondaga won, I believe, this is off the top of my head, 34-14. They've got a lot to play for, obviously. Yeah. I've said it before, all those seniors who started as sophomores took their lumps, finished, I think, 5-4 as sophomores, and now they're extremely hungry for what I believe would be Dowdesville's 17th Section 3 title if they can pull it off. So, and they play at New Hartford. That's at least geographically, that's the one in our area that everybody should shoot for. I believe it's 7 o'clock at New Hartford High School against Onondaga. Should be a great one.
All right. And then Sequoia Valley also in.
Sequoia Valley, the Cardiac Kids. Yeah. They win again with 40-some seconds to go, and they win in typical fashion. They rarely throw the ball, but a touchdown pass, Liam Evans to Anthony Delmedico in the final minute pulls out a 12-6 win over, neighboring rival Mount Markham in and I'm sure I wasn't there, but I'm sure it was a rock'em sock'em smash mouth football game, old style. Winds up 12-6, and Sequoia moves on. I think they've won like 5 in a row, and of those 5, I think 4 of them they've won in dramatic fashion. So, hey, it's been a magical season already for this Sequoia Valley football team, and it's going to take a little more magic to get to the Dome because they play top-seeded, state-ranked, unbeaten Bishop Ludden, who is very, very good.
Yeah.
They rolled in their quarterfinal game against Beaver River, against a Beaver River team that in the opener edged Sequoia. I think it was 15-12. So, Sequoia's got its work cut out for him, but if they can keep the ball away from Bishop Ludden, if they can grind it out with Garrett Evans and Ben Vanderpool, maybe the magic continues, And we have one more, Bill, one more semifinalist. Can't forget, Vernon Verona Sherrill, BVS, won 6 in a row. Their only loss is to an unbeaten Cazenovia team, and now they play an unbeaten Homer team in the semifinals Friday night. So, Gary Oliver, his son and his nephew are the playmakers, Alex Oliver and Nate Palmer, but got a good running back in Bryce Cousin, and their defense during this 6-game winning streak, they've shut out 3 opponents, including Chittenango 27-0 on Saturday. So, hey, give them a shot against 8-0 Homer, who happens to be my wife's alma mater way back when. But don't tell her I said way back when, Bill.
Way back, not so way back when, but just way back when. So
yeah.
All right, interesting. Nobody knows high school football like Ron Moshier. Ron, we appreciate it. And you pulled this all off while walking your dog in the woods, right off the top of your head. Good stuff.
That's true because, and I'm the one crazy who's I refuse. I'm trying to make it to November, walking my dog 7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning in the woods with shorts on, and so far so good. But by the looks of the weather, I may not make it through the weekend. We'll see.
Yeah, we are looking at a change. The inevitable change.
Yeah, but I don't know. I'll take what we've had the last month or so.
No doubt about it. All right, Ron, good stuff. Read all about it in the Utica Observer Dispatch, utica.od.com, and we'll talk again next week.
All right, thanks, guys.
Thanks, man. Ron Moshier, the new sports director, actually sports editor is what it's called in the newspaper. Sports editor over at the Observer Dispatch. Quick break.